I know what you're thinking. New chair, and this new chair. It's really comfortable. There's not much you can say to that, huh? Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video on everything Marvel DC. Well, that was not the normal intro, but who cares? As you can see, it's night now, right now, and I've just watched the Doom Patrol episode 8, and well, it's night, it's very late, I've got to be quiet, so I'm sorry about that. But I think actually the lighting is a bit better at night, because I have these lights up here, and well, yeah. And there's no sun. Anyway, let's get to the video. So this is actually the second to last episode, and a lot of things happened here, because originally we were meant to get like 10 episodes, but of course the 10th episode got ripped out of the second season because of the end of the world. But a lot of things happened in this episode, but I don't think that everything that happened in this episode is set up that it is going to be tied up in the next episodes, because well, we are one episode short. But let's talk about the episode. So the episode starts off in Arkansas in 1954, where we see Kay, and she's been a bad boy. So the pedophile father, it's probably not allowed to say on YouTube, but he throws Kay down the well, and then she loses Harry. And in the underground, in present day, Kay wants Harry back. And of course, Jane is the one goes searching for Harry, because everyone else is afraid to go to that well in real life. But Miranda is kind of fishy. I mean, last episode she was kind, but she is kind of fishy now, saying that we need to forget the past. But Jane is going to search for the well for Harry, which we will get back to. And of course, Cliff shows his daughter Clara around, and well, he is invited to the wedding that Clara is going to have with Melody. While Cliff gives Clara a tour, Jane comes to him and asks for help. And when she was like, "Oh, you're busy," and she walked away, she looked kind of like this jealous, because obviously Cliff and Jane had this relationship, like father and daughter, and maybe now she's realizing that he might not be there forever. And Cliff made some fries, I think, but he accidentally fried the finger. So was that all? Wasn't the finger meant to be like more? So I guess, as we all have theorized, we're not going to see more of the finger. No experiments for Niles. Gotta say, as much as I love Doom Patrol, this was disappointing. I didn't like that, but if it gives like challenges to Niles, then fine, bring it on. But not a fan of that. And Niles and Dorothy, they're having this, as Niles called, a Dorothy Day, and they go to the fair, where Dorothy then like she wins the big blue bear, and she asks like, "Do you think Jane will like it?" So she wants to apologize to Jane. I really like that. And of course, while they were in the fair, Oyewa, Dorothy's mother, I got the name, starts appearing, and like, you are ready, like, she is growing up. And we also see that in a later scene, which is actually a very good scene, which I'll come back to. When there was this like Kipling and these other magicians, they wanted an apology from, I think it was a mouse, not sure, but it said like, why we don't even have much time left. Obviously referring to the end of the world that Dorothy is going to cause. I just realized I've watched a lot of end of the world series at the moment. I mean, I watched The Umbrella Academy season 2. I am rewatching The Good Omens, and now Doom Patrol. So many end of the worlds. And also The Walking Dead, that is the end of the world. There's a lot of movies, there's a lot of shows about the end of the world. Anyway, so Dorothy and Niles they left the fair and they're in this gas station where she goes inside in the tent to buy something, and suddenly she starts to bleed and goes to the bathroom like not knowing what to do, and she gets her first period, which this is actually a really nice scene because the worker on the gas station actually comes and help, and I just really like this scene, and the worker was like, I can't accept the money. That was a great scene. And of course she can't tell her father or her dad because he's not going to want her to grow up, but she does. So I guess this she has been artificially kept 11 years old for I don't know how many years, but that is starting to fade away since she is starting to grow up, so that is fading away a bit now. And Reader and Cyborg, they were really fun in this episode. And of course, Reader is like, I'm a superhero now because she was in the paper. And again, she gets like this, what I like to call a backdoor pilot to one of these Christmas specials. I've talked about that in, I think, the last review. I'm not sure. The one where we saw Steel and Stone. Oh, that was before the space. Could have been episode 5. I mean, but this Curum VP, I think so, is dead, and obviously we are suspecting Ronnie because she has drank the Uma jelly, which basically saves her tech of some kind. The tech she has inside of her. Repairs, is that? Not sure. And they met Ronnie and talk about it, and of course Rita was let Ronnie get away, so she obviously she has to take it slow. She's not a superhero yet. She still has to some way to go. And there's this scene again in the well where I think Kay is like 14 or so 16, and she is going to the well again because she looked at a boy at church, and the sick father is like jealous. And of course we get to sympathize with Miranda. But when Jane gets back in the underground with Harry, Miranda throws Harry down in the well and Jane, where we then see Baby Doll and Flaming Katie. I think that was the name. And these others like Scarlet Harriet, and I think there was one more. And they were all these decayed and really ugly. So is this the end of Jane? Is Miranda the primary? Because it looks like Miranda is going to throw everyone out. And yeah, there was a scene at the fair where like all these lollipops and everything like melts down, and yeah, Candlemaker has come. So next week, or well, this week I'm actually reviewing this very late. I'm sorry about that, but I will try to get these last reviews also for Stargirl up at the point. I need to take myself seriously. But yeah, I don't think every one of these storylines, plot lines that we have is going to end in the next episode, because we obviously are missing one episode from the season 2 because of, again, the end of the world. And yeah, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, join my Discord server, whatever, which will all be down in the description, and comment down below what your thoughts on the episode were and all of your theories. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.